Driving with Anthony here. Let's talk about burnout. So the one bad thing about the food delivery industry, and as many hours as I work, is that I get burned out. The nice thing is it's hunting season here in Montana, and my friend came up from Oklahoma, so I'm going to spend the next few days hunting and kind of relax. And I would suggest that everybody needs to relax from time to time. I mean, yes, we got bills to pay. Yes, there's work to be done. But how good are you to your family and to those bills if you kill yourself working too much? Bryce, there's no DoorDash service out here. What if we get hungry? Tell you what, those guys are good eatings, but farmer's gonna get mad if we shoot them. So here's a screenshot of the mapping program that I use to show the areas that I can hunt in. And I'm just going to zoom out here so you can see what part of Montana we're in. There you are. I mean, what's the point of living in Montana if you can't get out and enjoy it sometime? I see a mountain.
Isn't that where I got my deer? It's over there. If we cross the creek.
One more payment and this baby is mine. Oh yeah. So I know it's really tiny in this video, but back there in that mountain range is the Pryor Mountains. Word of advice: before you take your minivan up into the Pryor Mountains, make sure you have a cell phone charger.
Or put a lift kit on it.
Yeah, or put a lift kit on it. So Bryce right here, he was driving that minivan, and we were going up really fast up this road on the Pryor Mountains. What road was that? Do you remember? There went the hunting regulations. Just a second. Okay, what road was that? The big ice cave road you said?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. So we were just booking it up that road, and there happened to be a rock, and Bryce smacked it dead on. And so we get up to the top of the Pryor Mountains, and if you're ever in Montana and you want to see a beautiful view, go to the top of the Pryor Mountains. It's just gorgeous. There's some multicolored rock on the other side of a big canyon, and if I ever get around there, I'll take some video for you guys. So we're up at the top, and I'm just admiring the view, and I turn around, and there's this big puddle of oil underneath my van. Turns out Bryce hit the oil pan with that rock. All I had was about 4 quarts of transmission fluid in one of those big containers, and I poured the transmission fluid in there, and we bahawed it back down the mountain and got to a campground, decided to stop. I pulled out the dipstick and it was bone dry again. So I pulled out, and this is, what year was that? 2003? No, let's see. Had both Bobby and Gabriella were born, so it was 2004. I had this brick Nokia cell phone. Bryce's cell phone was dead. My cell phone was dead. And no car chargers. So, word of advice, if you're ever roaming around in Montana, bring a stupid car charger for your cell phone. So, anyways, I happen to have some Romex in my van and a flashlight, and I taped together
I think it was 3 batteries, wasn't it?
I think it was 3 batteries. Yeah, let's see. That would make
9 volts.
No, 3 batteries would make 4.5 volts.
Oh, there was one. Oh, yeah, that's straight. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the phone was a 3-volt battery. Weren't those Nokias? I'm trying to get my story straight for you. At any rate, I taped together flashlight batteries. We'll just say that. I don't know how many. And I put the ends of the Romex, taped those to the end, and made this coil out of the Romex wire and put 2 prongs, because you know those old Nokia brick phones, there was this desk charger that you could get. So I put 2 prongs facing up in a cradle that would hold the phone onto that Romex and set it in there and charge it up for an hour. Sure enough, it worked. Then we had no signal. So we had to climb up the face of this mountain, and finally got up high enough that there was phone signal. Was able to call some friends, and friends got there at 2 o'clock in the morning, picked us up. My wife was not happy at all. She was in the van too. She was afraid we were gonna die. I wasn't. So yeah, so the next day I bought 4 jugs of cheap Supertech motor oil, because I figured I wasn't gonna waste really good motor oil in that van. Put a jug of it in there, drove as fast as I could back to Billings, Montana, checked the dipstick, and it wasn't, we only used the 1 jug of oil to get back to Billings. We stopped quite often to check it, but got back to Billings, drained the oil pan, cleaned off the oil pan, didn't remove it from the vehicle, just drained it and cleaned off the outside, patched it up with some JB Weld. Never leaked after that. Breakneck speeds. Anyways, at the steering wheel is my friend Bryce. Back in the back seat, that's my buddy Brian. I used to work with him at Walmart like 200 years ago. And anyways, so you can work and work and work and work and make lots of money, but do you ever have time to enjoy the fruit of your labor? Also, do we really make lots of money delivering food through these apps? Those are 2 things to ponder. But be sure and take a break every once in a while and get out and enjoy life a little bit, or else you're going to really burn out. And what I've actually experienced over the last couple of weeks with me doing all the food deliveries and basically working from sun up till midnight, my seasonal depression has kicked in a lot. And the nice thing about it is Bryce came up here from Oklahoma to go hunting, and I kind of forgot that it was going to be this week, but it was nice because it's right when I needed it. So, just a little PSA for you guys. Get out and play sometimes. Here's some more great views. We're probably about 1,000 yards from Wyoming. South of Red Lodge, Montana. Still no DoorDash service. Just showing you we can't hunt this area because we're down in Wyoming and none of us have a license for hunting in Wyoming. But if you notice, the road that we're on curves back up into Montana.
Yep.
We're gonna go check out that lake that's over there and see what we can see. Bryce, I don't think these are called hills anymore. Well, we made it to the end. Unfortunately, according to the map, we're still kind of in Wyoming. So, we can't drive any farther. And none of us really feel like hiking in this snow. I mean, and not only that, but if I hike in the snow, do I really want to drag a deer out? Yeah. Here's where we're at. So, the green here is Wyoming, and this is Montana. And unfortunately, we're right there. So, but that's all right. We're not seeing any wildlife anyways. That's probably why the bear tooth got its name right there. We finally made it out of the Grubhub delivery area. I don't have a tripod to keep this steady, but you can see that ice hanging off that cliff there and full-size trees right beside it. Well, hey, anyways, I thoroughly enjoyed today. It was relaxing to get out and enjoy the beautiful scenery. And I hope you guys enjoyed some of the video that I took from it. Don't be afraid to take some time off for yourself and get out there and not work. We need to take breaks, and today really helped me out a lot. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. And I'll try to share some more things. It's kind of random, I know, but I enjoyed it, and I wanted to show you guys what I enjoyed today. This is Driving with Anthony. See you later.